everyone, and welcome back to another Reddit. Um, this is the third part, so if you haven't seen the first and second, rather go watch it, otherwise you're missing out on big stuff. But where we left off is him knocking out and going to his neighbor's house, so I'll start from the last paragraph where we left off. I went to my laptop and hurried recorded the series of events up to this point. Upon finishing up, I walked over to my neighbor's house, a nice bag held to my forehead. I used his phone to call the cops. He let me sit on his porch as we waited for them to arrive. I wasn't sure. When they did, they asked me a series of questions about exactly what happened. This is the most difficult part for me. I wasn't sure on how the person who had taken my mother's phone had gotten in the house, whether or not they were sent by her, or if it was even my dad. I had been fighting the night before, but I loved my parents, and I didn't want to drag them into this, incriminating them yet. So I lied. I told the cops I had no clue who would to steal my phone. I made no mention of the note. They dust for fingerprints on my back door, and left the medical team patch me up. Once I was clear, the officers gave me a card with my case number, and they kept the squad car in the area. Now that's where we left off. Alright, so let's go on to the new part. I knew what I had to do next, even if I didn't want to. I drove to my parents' place. Now, why would he do that? And I was surprised to see there was a couple cop cars sitting out on their driveway as well. Fear stabbed me like a cold knife as I darted out of my car into the door. One of the cops standing near the stairs spun around and raised his guns. Freeze! Put the damn gun down. That's my son, my father yelled angrily. And I could see him. My mother, my brother, Mac, and my nephew, Elliot, all at the kitchen table. There were 3 other officers in addition, pointing a gun at me. He lowered it and looked at me sternly. You don't run into a crime scene like that. That's how people get hurt. A crime scene? Mom? Dad? Is everything okay? Mom is still in her bathrobe. Elliot was looking down at the colorful book, flipping through the pages, and Mac was shaking. Somebody broke in last night, muttered my dad, his eyes piercing. Mac was helping me finish up the etiquette, so Ellie spent the night here. Thank God that bastard didn't hurt my grandson, and I didn't ever be able to forgive myself. Isn't Ellie a girl's name? For anything. It's my fault, Dad. Mumbled Mac? What's up? His voice horized. I went outside for a smoke. I forgot to lock the back door. It was too easy for that asshole to come in here. Okay, it's not me swearing, it's the thing. Man. Alright, here we go. He stole our phones and the Blu-ray player from the living room. Why? Said my mom, staring down at the floor. He must have been planning to take our TV too because he came back. Mac was going to the bathroom and ran into the guy. He forgot him, fought him, but the guy got away. He was very careful and methodical. None of us heard him until the alternation. Man, this is crazy, man. I look at my brother. He had cuts on both arms and glanced over at smashed glass and had been at the coffee table. I could see why. Mac's right fist was burst as well, swelling up badly. Someone broke into my place too. I glanced at me. They all glanced at me. Same thing basically. Beat me up and took my phone. My mother and father looked at each other, then back at me. The police looked at the garden that the other officers gave me for my incident. Looked at a few more moments, then left. Mac refused medical attention. My mother hugged me as my father stood shaking his head. Mac and Elliot had close, as though afraid someone might come back into the house. Did you text me last night, Mum, before your phone was stolen? Her eyebrows narrowed as she looked at me. No, honey, I didn't. We all sat in silence for a moment. Hulk smash! Giggled Elliot loudly. And then I noticed that book he was flipping through. It was an Incredible Hulk comic. Man, holy shit. This is crazy. Man. Well, anyway, guys, that's the third video. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Lets you know when I upload. Today's is going to be a lot of uploading because it's Freaky Friday, let's say. All right. So have a fun night. Well, have a fun day. I'm doing this at night. It's about 12:22. I'm gonna go drink and get pre-recorded more.